Okay, so nerdy, you might be thinking, this is not where we ended our last stream. What even is this? I clearly remember us leveling up and being right above Ebonheart. Where even are you? So we may have tried to efficient level, and that efficient leveling may have led us to a good like 5 and a 4. But I knew I could bring that 4 up to a 5, so I may have like briefly reloaded it and thought that a tiny bit of alchemy would get me to that +5. But it turned out it was not a tiny bit of alchemy. It was an awful lot. And finding enough ingredients to get me to that next level was also a lot. So I am here upon the next uh level up. I decided to get a trainer to bring up one of my lower skills in intelligence to make sure that I get a better level next time. Um, I thought for a little while that I was a recovering Oblivion efficient leveler, but it turns out that recovery seems impossible, and I must just embrace. I must just embrace it. But I'm very excited to see Skull Crusher. I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful weapon. But, of course, we gotta go find it. So, same as yesterday, Deathclaw energy of the day. Still what is it, strawberry watermelon? Or what is it? Yeah. The only problem is this one's pre-workout, so it gets me a little, like, whoo! But we'll see how it goes. Whoa! Oops. Too bubbly. Ah. Anyways, how are you guys doing? We have David Rieger Jr. and Mr. Anderson. Nah. Hammer time. I'm sure it's gonna be really cool. I'm intimidated by heavy weapons, but it'll be fine. And we're still gonna be leveling strength, intelligence, and agility. So, we're gonna keep our light armor. We don't need to go to Creeper. Man. So we're in Balmora. On this fine, lovely, rainy day. It's so beautiful. Okay, so. Denver Scout told me that the sealed Daedric ruin I seek may well be near Anudabia, a ruin near Sadrith Mora. The lower halls of Anudabia, Anudnubia. Wait. They spelled them different. One used an A and one used a U. I'm confused. Have been inaccessible since the first era, and several other Daedric ruins are known to have, within their chambers, glowing pools of molten stone. Such pools might have fueled the forge of a master weapon maker with his enchanter. Interesting. So, Sadrith Mora. So I am not sure. Okay, that's cool. That's all the stuff rocking up there. That's the Talmora. There, Sadrith Mora is right here. Weren't we able to use Divine Intervention to get here? Isn't that how we found this place to begin with? Wolverine Hall? That is how we got there. It took a long time to get over there. How are we doing this? I actually don't know. It's been a lot of traveling. Okay, okay. I'm assuming by boat? Gonna be my guess?
May I help you?
Oh, I got some throwing stars too. Cause that seemed nice. This is in the box outside. I'm just gonna give it to him.
May I help you?
Probably nothing.
What am I hearing in the background? What was that? Wait, Sadrith Mora. Oh. It's not really that simple, is it?
Hello, Outlander. I'm listening. Please go ahead. Too much of my time.
Really?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I was about to take us on like an adventure. We're about to go all over the place. Well, here we are. Ruin near Sadrith Mora. Ancestral tombs near here.
Someone should teach you some manners.
Really? Is that because my speechcraft is low? Someone should teach you some manners. Okay, so I'm not that smooth. Not rude, though. Maybe you'd like a little advice? What? Always carry a couple restore health, restore fatigue, cure disease, and cure blight potions. That would be smart. Well, you're an Outlander. Strike 1, 2, and 3. It really is a crime. Why am I even here? Trying to save the world. How annoying. If only my race was different, I'd be more valuable.
Why do you distract me?
Because genuinely, sir, I have a job to do, and I thought, of all people, I could get directions from a guard. Actually, there's a possibility. Usually with the directions from the Dunmer Scout and Savant, I tend to take pictures of the instructions because they never put them in the journal. They always put like the, they always put the other information like, oh, there's this place. And you're like, cool, where is it? Well, you know, there's this place. So I started like recording what the actual, like, Dunmer Savant actually said. Daedric ruin sealed by a rock fall. It just says near Cedar Mora. Oh, this is literally what this person said. Well, that's not helpful. I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. Muck. Oh! Well, hello there. Did I find what I was looking for? I mean, I guess it's not the biggest, like, spot in the world. Okay, well, I guess that was easy. I have one iron arrow left. I have a bow. But, like, who wants that? Oh, don't move. You're not supposed to move when I'm shooting at you. Is that a scamp that's on fire? What even is that? Oh, it's a flame astronaut. That makes sense. Plants that are pretty and not useful? What is the point? Oh yeah, I went through this whole area clearing that out. What? What's that? Wait a second. I have throwing stars. Look! I have throwing stars! I look so cool! Okay, sorry. Good to see you have roughly 200 pounds free for carry weight. See the difference in your movement? I know, it's like so weird, right? I feel like animated items shouldn't weigh that much. Teasing, teasing. Great. Well, and the bow and longbow doesn't do anything. Because it's not a magical weapon. Yeah, to hit him on the head. Sorry, this is the only way I can hurt you, apparently. Thunk. Should have kept that axe. Except it wasn't an axe. Just another blunt weapon. Sorry. I'd beat you with a stick. I see it, I see it, I see it. Oh dear, sir. Wow, they're adjusting when you move. It's definitely more advanced in Oblivion. Grateful for that. Ooh, Wakazashi. Short blade, dang it. We'll keep it as long as we can. I mean, this is cool. It's cool. Well, hi there. Look at you. Throwing star. On a scamp? Really? Does that make any sense? Divine Judgment Silver Staff. What is it, like a constant effect? No. I didn't do the whole magic thing. Tenchu Stealth Assassins. That sounds cool. Okay, genuinely though, if the only thing I can hit them with... Yay! We did it! Okay, we just did, what was that? Wait, what did I just level up? Oh, my brain. I think marksman. So it does work if it comes from an enchanted thingy. Okay, so that was a door. It is no longer a door. Magic or Daedric, even Scamp is still a Daedra. Yeah, I'm, again, Oblivion logic. Because it's an actual, like, animal, like, regular weapons do work on it. You're like a lantern that lights my way. Wait a second. Not athletics. Leave me alone, athletics. You're killing me, man. Okay, so that looks like a door. Fair. It did say underground though, didn't it? Ah! Hey! Oh man, when I was hunting for ingredients, I was going around this whole area to find that. I wonder if I already picked these. Oh, I did not. Okay, so there was a ton of those little slaughterfish guys, and a bunch of babies coming at me. And right when I needed ingredients for stuff, they would not produce any scales. I was super annoyed. Like a whole family attacked me, and not one of them had scales on them, or at least not that I could like harvest. I was a little irked. Scales. Whoa, this is very weird sound. Ah, the rain sounds. Perfect to rest. But didn't it say you might have to go underground? Okay. A ruin near Cedrithmore. The lower halls have been inaccessible since the First Era, and several other Daedric ruins are known to have within their chambers glowing pools of molten stone, like lava. Such pools might have fueled the forge of a master weapon maker. Man, Marshmallow. Okay, that sounds good now. It doesn't even count as a location. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time and see if there's a spot that I did not. Because we went up this way, we already did that. We did go up here. So if there's not another door, it could be another Daedric room? Maybe? I like that a lot of the Oblivion stuff had some, like... I think sometimes the entrances are a little more obvious. Skyrim was a little too obvious sometimes, admittedly. Where the blocked door. Okay, so it is the right place. But it's blocked. So maybe a tomb? Nearby? A place nearby? Almost thought this spot or this spot would have like a little door or something. Or like a place you could swim through. But it appears not. Ooh, a cliff racer. Well, it says it's been inaccessible. At least the lower halls have been. Wow, this is what happens when you use the skill that you actually, like, signed up for. We're actually using our class skills now. This is so weird. Okay, skeleton, so maybe that's a tomb, maybe. Wait a minute, I passed that... Wasted arrow. I passed that place. Omer ancestral tomb. Okay. I'm going to assume that is where we must go. Excuse me. Excuse me. I really want to use these throwing stars, sir, so... Wait, what am I doing? Yay! I used one. I feel so cool. Much love and respect for the chat, not simply blurting out, "Go here!" Oh yes, we love our chat. Dude, you guys are the coolest. You are like so good at wait, what is this? Oh, it's light. You guys are so good at like guiding but not like giving away. They're like, nah, let her suffer a little bit. It's good. I feel like I've had a pretty legit experience. It really does add to it. Like, it's hard to admit sometimes when there's something really difficult, but it really does make a difference when you're just like, no, I am busy, sir. Do you not see that? Do I still have my enchant? No. Oh, you hit hard, buddy. You hit hard. So do I. Ma'am. Did you not hear me? I am busy. Where are you going? Oh, too close. Let her get way too close. Ah. I can weave through them, but so can you. Frost salt's good. Ebony spear, good. Because we're going to be doing this, like, the next... We're going to be doing heavy armor next. I think. I think we could use a little endurance. Oh! Soul Trap the Golden Saint! Ah! Okay, okay. My bad. Totally forgot about soul trapping. I don't think we have any... Wait, do we? We don't have any empty ones. That's why. Yay! Not yay. Sorry, buddy. There. You get left behind. We don't need you. Sheila Johnson, how you doing? There we go. I have throwing stars now. I'm very excited. It's a trapdoor. I have some probes. But it also makes that part seem like it might be important. So let's go here for... Ooh. Oh, that might be the way to go, actually. Iron broadsword, just in case you forgot to bring your sword. Fine, let's go here first. Because we're probably going to have to go underwater or something to get to the Daedric thing. So I'm going to assume that this is not the way to go. Grand Master's probe? That sounds important. Oh, that's right. I went to go level up again, and I accidentally picked up the pillow. Now there's no pillow. Ha! Poor Mages Guilds. Someone's missing a pillow right now. Oh! Why, hello. I love how we're at the point where our arrows can knock people down. So nice. It's just so convenient. Whoa! They have a Daedric Daikatana, I swear. Because we already have a Wakizashi, I think, somewhere. Imperial Steel Greaves. Okay, that's... I'd love to go full Imperial. Dwemer Greaves. Super cool. Doop, doop, doop. Just wanted to pop on. Well, I hope that goes well later. Just get some chill Morrowind vibes first. Some chill, scary Morrowind vibes. Ooh. Look at that. Ooh. I almost fell down on that one. Yep, this is definitely the way. No. Don't go away. What do you do? Right here. No. Stop it. Stop moving. Definitely threw me, admittedly, when in Skyrim when the storm atronachs like burst into a bunch of rocks and they come back together and keep attacking you. It's awesome. Oh dear, there's gonna be a lot of swimming. Is there maybe? I hope I have a. Let's see if I have a spell first before I go using a bunch of like my scrolls or something. Just watch. I'll use them all up and then I'm going to suffocate. I mean, that's really the last thing we need. We have Swimmer's Blessing, which you go faster. Oh, wait. They gave us a levitation potion and we're kind of stuck here, so... Where does levitation want us to... Oh, wait. Maybe that... Everything is a joke in my mind. Dad was like that. Keeps you grounded and sane even when things aren't working out. Dude. Humor's the best way to deal with all sorts of things. Yeah, Riven was really funny. Wait. I know what I'm doing. I know what I know what I'm doing. The Boots of the Apostle. Iron Man boots. Whoosh. Oh! Is this it? Of Hilbengard. This is exactly what we're looking for. And then get our bow. Yes. I'm still floating a bit, but that's okay. Scroll of Windwalker. Invisibility and levitate. Yeah, they know we're gonna have to levitate. They're making sure we're ready for this. Well, that worked out well. Look, he's created himself a little Elsa castle over here. That's really pretty, actually. Okay, really quick, gotta sip on that Deathclaw energy. No. See, well, oh no, I didn't. I wasn't recording. Oh no. Okay, so we're playing Elder Scrolls. It's gonna have to be the Atronach energy drink. Right? Wait. I will dispose of your corpse. Oh, it's... Oh, here we go. Okay. His corpse was in the way. Levitate 500 points. That's a scroll of Zoom Zoom. Someone made a permadeath mod for Morrowind. That would make it interesting. Oh, man. We did a permadeath run for Oblivion. But, of course, permadeath... I think if it was a mod or something that, like, was really permanent, like, you can never go back to it. Like, you gotta full commit to it. That's crazy. Which I did. I deleted the character. Casvin or whoever it was. We might have had 1 or 2 permadeath characters, and I deleted the files. They are gone. Because if I didn't do that, then it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have felt the same, you know? If the stakes wouldn't have been as high, and I thought it would make for a cool experience. Which is why I really don't like those fish. I was training on them. I was using them on the edge of the Lake Rumere. I was killing slaughterfish to train. And they were like jumping up out of the water. And I'd slice them and I was trying to fish on level. And I had one bite me I'm sick. There's something. Can you tell what you're sick with before you go taking all the potions? Lock is too complex. Lock is too complex. Is this the end? Well, you're down with the sickness. Since you're not in an area with ash storms of blight creatures, assume common disease. Ah. Probably got it from a slaughterfish. No. They always get me. What am I supposed to do with lock level 85? Now, either this is not the door I'm meant to go through, and it's a special door with other fun things in it, or open 50 points on touch. That's not gonna work, right? This is the problem, and I made this mistake. I made Skeleton Key to be the highest, and I don't even know if I can even effectively cast it. You guys understand this better. 60 to over 9. So I'm assuming that takes 60 points of magicka And it's like a 9% chance? Is that what that is? I don't fully understand. Oh, wait, but... No, I don't think I have any buffs. I might have buffs. Doom the Dark Ages has permadeath. Dad played it and couldn't complete chapter 1. It was funny AF. They don't brush their teeth? Oh yeah, that's probably why I've got disease. Well, the good thing is, I'm kind of sitting here by myself. And I can just do this. I mean, it's a bit spammy, but it's an option. At least. I can only do one at a time. You know, I might have Fortify Magica, but that's only going to last for one go. Let's see if we have Fortify Magica. Wait a second. None? Really? Okay, no scrolls we can use. Detect key. I mean, maybe. I guess. Don't want to use the only one I have, but we're kind of in this type of situation. No keys. Okay. What else are we trying? Oh, I have a lot of these to sell. Magic resistance, that's useful. Fortify fatigue, don't use that enough. I made a lot of restore health because I was hunting for like the marshmallow and the wickweed and stuff. It took so long. Classic Morrowind, 50 pounds of potions, scrolls will sit on your back until you stop playing the game. I just work so hard. If you have enough picks, you might just be successful at spamming lockpick. It said it's too complex, which makes me think that the lockpick we have is just not... Like, okay, this is how I interpreted it. It could just be a chance thing, or I interpreted it as this lockpick will never have the chance to open this particular door. Though I could be wrong. I literally just have this one. Wait a minute. I mean, maybe not. So it says lock too complex. Do we have to leave? I mean, at least we know that that this is very... Where would we buy lockpicks? Okay. Yeah, security's definitely too low. I mean, security is very low. I'm assuming, though, if I had a better lockpick that it would be fine. Though I could be incorrect about that one. Amulet of Recall. Where's our recall? I didn't set the mark. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous about this one. Where's this gonna take us? Oh, thank goodness. Now, I would say there's probably a slight possibility that if I made a spell that could do 85, that we would be fine. Disintegrate weapon. What? Disintegrate armor. Those are my favorite. Disintegrating armor and weapons. But that's because I've done a lot of missions in Oblivion where you had to protect someone. So using that was really helpful. Bound gauntlets. Bound, 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 bound. How about bound expert lockpick, man? Not helpful. Ooh. Ooh, spore pods. Like, I might need it later. I'm buying the stuff that I repeatedly didn't have that I wish I had had when I was leveling. I usually fall with the Thieves Guild or Morag Tong, or both. So I forget security is a problem. Yeah, that... Doing this first, although I've got some... I really beefed up with the guild. Mercantile skill increased to 9. Wow.
I'm listening, please.
I'm so
Go ahead.
charismatic. Oh, we're not even working on personality. But hey, it's fine. Thieves Guild would be a good one to do next. Now that we're all beefy. Okay, come on. We're in the Mages Guild. Gotta find someone else that can make or has spells or makes spells. Ooh.
Do you want something?
Go ahead, Outlander.
Yes, I do,
What
but
do
you
you
don't
need?
have it. Oh, well, excuse me. Gotta go. Y'all have a good day. Have a good day, Sheila. Few vendors have random chance to load scrolls of Unduci's Unhinging, but 40 to 60, and Akasha's Lock Splitter level 100. Now, of course, if those are raw ebony, stop looking at the alchemy ingredients, ma'am. That is not what you need. Bound.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
Okay, okay.
You need not be afraid. Welcome. Only fools earn my anger.
Ooh, I love that voice. I love that voice. She's one of the Mages Guild leaders. Her voice in Oblivion. Conjuration and destruction, spell making. So maybe we could do. So what was the door? 85? And it's on touch. We only need 85. That's all. That's it. It's not a big deal. Area. Why do you need to be on area? Wait, why does it do that? Name. Oh, I know what the name should be. That's easy. Let me open it up so I don't spell it wrong and look silly. Although, they did spell it 2 different ways. Anud. It's either their Anunabia or whatever. My computer's freaking out. It's like, reporting people on Twitch is too much work. Okay, now that we got rid of that guy. Anud Nubia. Newbie. We're just gonna call it that. We're gonna do open. There it is. Okay. And buy. Sweet. Okay, so that might be a little easier. Just call it the Nub Nub spelling and Ewok.
But don't take too much
You
time.
won't forget it. I mean, you know, admittedly, it is helpful that it's like the letter A because it's at the top of the thing, but now I certainly regret. Yeah, I should have done that.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, ma'am. I think I got it taken care of. I am very slow. getting better at navigating my way. We got this. We got this. And the benefit to coming back over here is we could set down some of our stuff that's really heavy. Yay. Oh, this Daedric Dye Katana. I'm so excited about this.
Should you need
I am
something, I will be
so
happy to
excited about
oblige.
this. Can you imagine
Well
that
met,
thing?
friend.
That beautiful, beautiful thing that I just shoved into the wall, apparently? Oh! I need my axe back, sir.
Aren't you a sight? What can I do for you?
Aren't I a sight? That seemed a little condescending, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad about it. Telvanni mole crab help. That is pretty cool, though. This is cool, but I would not use it because I have the ebony, and quite frankly, I love my ebony. So... Okay, so now that we've taken care of that, 16% chance, it's almost double your 9. Okay, see? And I wonder, is it, would I be able to cast twice? Because then that means per rest period, I'd have double the chance. It says 0 chance? Why does it say 0 chance? That doesn't make sense. This is a much harder, wait. Oh, that says 0 too. Is it because they don't have enough magicka? Is that what's going on here? We'll see in a second. Well, I had a 9% chance on the skeleton key, and now skeleton key also says 0%. So there's another reason for that. I think I don't have enough magicka. I think that might be why. At least I've decided that's the only logical explanation. That's why I suggested
You
a
want something,
lower
friend?
base level of open lock. Oh. See, that's what an experienced person would understand better than I would, is that I would assume if if it lowers it, then I'd be sitting there for hours waiting for it to actually hit the higher range of 85. I'm not afflicted with a common disease. What? I'm not afflicted with anything? Okay, so it wasn't dirty slaughterfish teeth that did it. Who knows? Same principle with magic items with constant effects. Give it range, then just unequip, equip until you get the number you like. Wield the RNG against Morrowind. Wield my unlimited power.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Hurry up, Outlander. You're a waste of everybody's time. Sorry, I'm easily offended. Whoa! Excuse me, Atronach energy. Oh, man.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead. Now.
Dirt, 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 dirt. Everywhere, dirt.
That's the whole world, ma'am. Unless if you prefer sand, but I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and gets everywhere, so I'll take dirt anytime. Oh, wait.
Ah, greetings. What shall we talk about?
Do you have a thingy here?
Well met,
Oh,
Outlander.
I'll remember that for next time. Fighters Guild. Didn't mean to do that. Excuse me, guys. Wrong door. Gonians can breathe underwater. Immune to poison and resist all diseases. That's why an Argonian build can be really fun. Actually, I didn't realize how OP that would be in Morrowind. Do they really resist all, probably just common diseases, right? That's amazing. Wow, that's amazing. That's broken and awesome. I'm a Breton archer who doesn't use archery enough. Genius. Wait, didn't I buy the extra? I did. I forgot you have to equip them. I have so many arrows now. They really go fast. They go so fast. So I have to go up this way. So I have to go northeast of where I am. Boop. A bicycle tries to sit down, eyes wide, and his chair slowly squeaks awkwardly. The funny thing is, bicycle, when you were like you were gonna go sit down, I was gonna go. I hadn't even read the rest of your comment. That's so perfect. Oh, dang it. Actually, wait. Just trying to get my chair to squeak a little bit. The one I'm using is a little bit better about that. I was using another chair that was not very ergonomic. It's funny, you use the more comfortable chairs or pillows or beds or whatever, and then they like your joints hate it. So I had to use like a firmer chair, and I'm like, oh, my poor old joints are so much happier. And it squeaks less, so like I really can't complain. Magic. So we're gonna have this right here. So I'm gonna venture a guess that the reason why it says 0 is because I simply don't have enough magic to cast it. We're gonna check right now. 20 look at 20! And since the other one used just a little bit over half my magic, I'm gonna assume, possibly incorrectly, but I'm gonna assume that it's going to, I'm gonna get 2 out of my full magic pool. Which would mean it didn't count it as a location. It didn't save the look. It doesn't count the location on the map. That is so annoying. It's okay. LOL, truly epic. And good morning, Mr. Anderson. Leave me alone. I was busy writing down Bicycle's name. You're attacking me. You have no shame. It's a baby? Man, these parents teaching you. Excuse me, little dude. Listen, I wouldn't do this, but I really need more alchemy. Oh yeah, now you have scales. Ah, you didn't. For shame. Failure. Wait. This is not the right place. I know, because I was here looking for alchemy ingredients. Oh boy. Where did I find that other place? Should have made a recall spell. The only thing is I really did think that the door would be like a location. Stop! Wherever you are. Oh! No, I hate those things. I hate those things. I hate these. No, you need to die. No. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ugh. Erase you from the world. It was over here, where the marshmallow was. And the salt rice. Ooh, there's another skelly. Well, hello, sir. Oh my. What? How? What is it? I'm sorry. Did I just, like, attack your friend? I'm sorry you didn't like that. Come here. Get over here. Oh. Not you. Stop getting involved. This doesn't concern you. Oh, finally. An opportunity to use a fatigue potion. Ooh, fly so high. Come up my level. Come down to my level. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're just waiting. That's right. Sorry, I have to write this down. Conjuration was one of the ones I wanted to focus on this level because I depend on it for better bow. No, Brycicle. No. Do not take me by the hand. Stay far away from me. You scare me. Hallelujah, she's using Restore Fatigue. How long did it take her to learn that? Hey, the fact that I even looked down at my fatigue meter, like, I'm proud of myself. I'm growing. I'm maturing. I'm getting there. Granted, you've told me a million times. Oh! No. I need soul trap. Soul trap. Baby, I need your soul. That is the creepiest thing you could ever say to anyone. Give me your soul. I want it. I need it. I couldn't use it. Come here, baby. Listen, babe. Light armor increased to 73, and I failed that. Wow. Listen, just stop moving, ma'am. Mysticism is the... Oh, it's a willpower. That's a bummer, but that's okay. I do not know that song. Oh, oops. I am not well cultured in... That's not true. I know a couple things in music that are good things to know, but very few. Like, we knew some good music, but keep in mind we went through a country music phase, which I don't think was the most enriching to my musical taste. Did I even get that soul? Oh, that's right. I don't have any more great grand soul gems. It's fine. At least I remembered. We're developing good habits and patterns. That's the most important part, right? Yay. Broke a toe. The good thing is when you leave these places, you come back, the enemies are back. And if the enemies are, like, somewhat manageable, then you can, like... You can keep leveling up. Oh, for a split second I was like, ooh, you can go up there. Maybe it has cool loot or something. Oh, you could jump. See, I didn't even need to levitate. Until I fell down at the bottom. Straight facepalm moment. For anyone who has not had the pleasure, Ocean Man is a 10 out of 10 song. Zachary Ray, as featured in the first SpongeBob movie. Quite the endorsement. I need to check this out. How you doing, Zachary Ray? How's it going? It was in this. A lot of, if a song is classic enough, it can end up in so many movies. You have failed casting the spell because you're a failure. But, like I suspected, you get 2 shots of this. Salt your wound. How's it going, man? Thankful, painful, something. Only the best in here. I'm a busy person lately. Oh man, I hope it's good busy. Hope it's as credits music. It was my first time listening to it. Oh, as credits music. Your spell is unlocked as target. What? Turns out that's all I needed. Okay. Not good busy, but doable busy. Ah, I feel that. We're gonna double check our, I know it's past break time, but man... Whoa. We finally got in here. I don't wanna... Yeah, I've been actually crazy busy, not really sleeping nearly enough lately. Okay. I know I will encounter something unpleasant up here, probably. I mean, I'm assuming. Oh, I hate that. When they give you a ledge, there's like, here's your ledge. Oh, but you can't get to it. Great. I can't even cast Boots of the Apostle, can I? Really? Wait. I did jump on top of the water. Look. It's not letting me go up. I hate that. It drives me nuts. No shade, I was just well beyond the target audience. Today I learned there's a SpongeBob movie. Oh! That was the way, on the other side of it. My bad. Wingardium Leviosa. Not Leviosa. We need you. We need you. Today I learned, don't make a spell well beyond your skill level if you want to get anything accomplished. Oh, really? We're all goofy goobers. Yeah. You're a goofy goober, even if you didn't realize it. No, fire salts. Absolutely worthless. What is this? Another ebony spear? I'm just collecting stuff. Well, I thought it was glass because it was green. The Armorer's Challenge. Armorer increased to 22. Without even armoring. Just getting some of that education. The first and only Dunmer to rule all of Tamriel. Wow. Ooh, valuable item. Wait, what? My armor increased from that as well? Wow. Efficient leveling, say what? If I can actually remember to go to the bookstore and like sell things. A torch. A mysterious bottle. More levitate. See, I'm telling you, they're like, you're gonna need it. Don't get stuck on things. I swear, if I have to use levitation just to get up here. Why has my jumping been so bad? Helm of Wounding. Drain health, gotta... that is really pretty. The armor's hammer, that looks nice. Wow, this is like the repair station. Nice. Granted, not exact. Ooh, pools of molten rock. Exactly what we were looking for. Really? I feel like we're gonna be going up a bit, but maybe, maybe not. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of seeing it. Last movie I got to see in theaters was Saw. Oh boy. The last movie I saw in theaters was traumatizing. I've never seen those movies. Grand Master armor. I don't use this 10. I would never want to use it. I would just want to keep it forever just to say I had it. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Chest. Spirit of the Daedra. And a plate. Getting that loot. Okay, where now what? This is the end of the line. Just don't fall into lava. The way they made it sound. Wait, what is that? Is that thing floating in the air? Is that thing levitating? Are you serious? How did I not even see that? If I fall into the lava, I swear. Wait a second. Sure, but think of all the money you saved on overpriced popcorn. We never bought food in a movie theater. Ever. Yeah, we didn't really have the money for it. But even if we did, like on principle, we're like, this is extortion. Oh, the last movie we went to was Rise of Skywalker. I refused to buy a ticket. One of your friends paid. Yeah, that I did see Rise of Skywalker in the theaters, which is the only okay way of, like, that's the only enjoyment I could extract from that movie, was the fact that it was visually, like, interesting. So I was like, yay, loud sounds and bright lights. Great movie theater experience. But the story, I was like, if we're ignoring the story for a minute, like, if I was watching it on a normal TV and I had all those other, like, fancy things were calmed down, definitely wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. Are you sure that's magma and not just sort of some delicious cheese stew? Hey, the way they described it, it almost made it sound like there's just these molten rocks. There's like these rock pools that might be the way to even get in. Which quite honestly made it sound like you're supposed to go through it. And I'm like, that sounds like lava to me. You're describing lava. I'm really not trusting my levitate right now. With all the butter. We would make food. My parents were like super, super honest people. Like that was a very big deal for us, integrity and honesty. Even in like very little things. That is the only rule in my life that I ever remember like breaking, was the whole concept of, oh, come on. Was bringing food to the theater, because they felt like it was a bit Like, if they said no food's allowed in the theater, you'd be like, yeah, okay, well, I'm not going to bring food then. Because it's not allowed. I'm resting on solid ground. It's just levitate is activated. Ugh. Now I'm craving lava cake. Oh, don't say that. That sounds really good right now. Now I'm craving lava cake. I mean, quite frankly, I was thinking more strawberry shortcake looking at this stuff. Not really. Okay, 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 okay. Do not take forever to cast. Have to land and rest. Literally, I was touching the floor and they're like, no, you're floating, basically. You can't rest floating in midair. Why not? I'm wearing my boots. Steps in the next room, ready for anything. So they had it. Blue? No, wait. Yeah, we would make the food. They're like, they allow food in there, but they don't want you to bring yours so that you can buy overpriced food. That in and of itself feels dishonest. So we will bring our own food. We either didn't have any snacks, or we'd bring some of our own, which we usually did that. It's the most dishonest thing we ever did. I wouldn't consider it dishonest necessarily. As a matter of fact, even some people at the theater, they're like, oh, we don't really care. Like, if you're allowed to eat in there, like, but they want you to spend that money. And some of the food isn't even like, it's like normal food from the market. They're just selling it to you for twice as much. Theater popcorn, we did have it once, and I was like, OMG, we're rich. The luxury. We have entered a new stage of life. And then I was like, it's just popcorn. I could have just brought popcorn. Mr. Butterworth's anyone? Okay. Can you imagine if I accidentally divine intervention right now? Not the time. No way! Oh, we got it! Oh, thank goodness. We got Skull Crusher. Imagine if the weight of Skull Crusher, I know she said it was like super light for the power that it has, but imagine if that was the moment. Like the Skull Crusher was just too heavy and we fell to the ground. There's no way. And we already got the extra loot by going up to the top first. Monty Python, no, Ocean Man is one thing, but please say we've seen Monty Python's Holy Grail. I've seen part of it. I may have seen all of it. I don't remember. Because someone in my life was like, excuse me, you should have seen this. It was that type of situation. I had people around me who loved me, you know? Cared about my culturing. Whoa, a legendary weapon. Let us see it. Let us see it. Skull Crusher. Oh, and you can wear, you can have the shield with it. Wow, you can really pull that back. Just running at the next enemy. Don't get in my way, you will regret it. Your skull should be crushed, and no Tylenol will be able to relieve the headache I shall give you. Ha! Not a good idea. Oh, whew, I made it. We're fine. Precarious, but fine. Whee! Phoenix, how's it going? How you doing on this fine day? We got Skull Crusher. I'll show you. Look. Whee! Look, you get a good view of it from right here. And it didn't take us nearly as long to get as the scrolls we had to find last time. Wait. I am wielding a heavy weapon because I'm a big, tough warrior. Yeah, one of the handiest things about Skull Crusher is it weighs 15 pounds. It gives 15 pounds of fat. It does not! Oh, and it's a constant effect! Are you serious? It fortifies attack, and it Are you serious? Okay, so listen. I know you guys said... this is one of the helpful tips you gave me without, ruining anything. Or not ruining, but, like, Did I crush this pen? What happened? Poor guy, you got destroyed. Okay, I'm gonna put you down. You need a rest. Not that resting heals pens like it heals us. What a bummer. I actually dropped a pen that I love and got a scratch on it, and I was actually sad. Mostly because I was tired. Skull Crusher! Oh, it be crushing them skulls. Not without some, not without some health problems. Let's see. What is this? Helm of Wounding. Oh, I like you already. It's a mighty mallet. Yes. We can play Whack-A-Daedra now. My favorite game. That is why I keep this in my inventory, just to spam it. And then we switch. See, I'm so silly. Then I keep the other healing thingy in my inventory. Come at me, bro! Come at me! Oh, don't miss. Oh, it's not the time. So you guys said I shouldn't increase my blunt too much. Is that still an active thing? Because there was some issue with having blunt. I believe it was over 40? I believe? Holding in one hand like it weighs nothing is wild. Truly, she must be the chosen one. This isn't about this amazing weapon. It's about how amazing I am. Really. Really, I'm just like this good. I'm just this incredible. Yeah, I know. Did I just level something? Why did I drop my stuff? Oh, I leveled blunt to 23. That's what it was. So the question was, do I just keep it under 40? Because I will follow that instruction blindly. I just didn't know if it was... if we had passed the quest where that was an issue. Or not. Once you've completed this quest, you can raise blunt. Okay, listen. If this quest is going to reveal to me why that's the case, then you don't tell me anything. But after this quest is done, and if they don't tell me why, I'd be very curious to know the background reason. Because I know sometimes it just has to do with, like, background mechanics that you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if you wouldn't know, you know? So, like, I'm very curious to know why that's the case. Mechanically speaking. Okay, weapon. No, we don't need weapon. We need a little bit of magicka. We're starting to get... Oh, my goodness. I will say the most underrated... And you know this already. You know, because I've said it. The most underrated function that Morrowind has is that you can delete spells. I can understand if there were unique spells that can only be found once in the game, if they either didn't let you delete it, or if they said, you cannot get this spell again, nor can you recreate it like it's some special thing. Do you really want to delete it? Or maybe it just doesn't allow you if it's like truly a unique thing. But the fact that you can delete spells is like... I call it OCD, but, like, it's the one reason why I'm even willing to, like, make spells. I had the 100 lock. I would have stood there forever so that I didn't have to make an 85. Because I'm like, I hate collecting, like, even now, just scrolling through all the spells we have. It's crazy. I absolutely love the fact that you can just, boom, I can just delete the spell. I have too many. What is even this? I get that this is more expensive, but look at how much lighter this is. This is 40% of the weight, of the cost. And it's like a fifth of the weight. That's crazy. Can I take both? Oh, I cannot take both. Of course I can't take both. Can't have whatever I want. This isn't a free-for-all. Oh. We need 25. Or not 25, 15. 10 seconds. Well, that's certainly not enough. You can use the hammer probably without issue. As long as you don't go above 39 when you turn in this quest, you're fine. I feel like it has something to do with some benefit they give you. Or something else. But we'll see. Hold up. Wait a minute. All we have to do from here... Can you believe it was not that long ago that I didn't have Mark and Recall and I didn't understand? Not that I didn't understand it, I just never could use it, so it just didn't occur to me to use it. Who do we go to first? I should have rested before. Oh, what am I doing? Ah! You can just drop something. We have a katana now? Ooh. So this is the thing about the wakizashi and the all that stuff, is when I need to go back to heavy armor for our next level up, I'm gonna trade that in to get the Daedric stuff back. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be very helpful. Gonna do the creeper shuffle there with that one. Glass, I could use that too. Yeah, I know what I want to do. Okay. Oh, but I can't cast it, and I can't rest. Great. This is why you don't have a choice but to have potions. I was never a big potion user, because it's a resource that you use up, and I would always get, like, I need to keep all of it. So there's a lot of games I played with, like, Knights of the Old Republic, Oblivion, hardly ever used med packs and potions. Super sparingly, and then by the end of the game, you've got, like 80 med packs that aren't even useful because your like HP is so high already. I know it's a bit ridiculous. I just need 10 seconds. And if I use the boots of blinding speed, I just need to get to Balmora to drop off a bunch of my stuff.
Is there something you need?
Tugs politely on Nerdy's sleeve and points out the over 250,000 views in the past 28 days. I don't think I've had that many views in the past 28 days. You inspire. I hope so. We actually went down a bit, and I think it's just because I haven't produced a video. Honestly, I appreciate it, because like I've like gotten really down about it. I'm like, dude, I have to be produce more. I have an iron spear. I didn't need that iron spear. Why do I have this in my inventory? What am I doing? Okay. That was my fault. My choice. Man, yeah. Because our subscribers went down a bit, because it was like, obviously, originally, I was very much focused on... I'm just going to save this for Creeper, really. That's really what I'm doing here. The Wakizashi I don't need, because I'm going to give it to Creeper. And now we're good to go. You looted the shield from the skeleton who jumped you when you were fighting a dragon to slaughterfish. Yeah, I dropped it.
Something you need?
It was an iron. I didn't even catch that I had picked it up. I can't believe you caught that.
Greetings.
I found an iron shield in my inventory. I'm like, really? Really? I did it again. While the PS2 has L1 and R1, the original Xbox has black and white buttons. Neat. Yeah, the black and white buttons really I mean, they turn them into the LBRB, like the bumpers. So yeah, they advanced it. They're like, oh, that's so much easier to press.
Do you want something from me?
Yeah, you guys have been the coolest though. It's been fun to actually play this. I honestly don't know. I not that I wouldn't have continued to play Morrowind, but I think more so just the endurance of playing it as much as I have, just with you guys. Honestly, you've made it bearable because there were just a couple moments where I'm like, because you guys already knew, and Andropson, you've also known ahead of time a number of like, what do you call it? A number of missions that you're like, oh, I know this one's like ridiculously hard. Like they make it like really complicating. You're like, just don't go here. Like, and eventually you'll find it. And I'm like, okay. So like you took the really rough parts of it and smoothed it over. I was like, okay, I could do this. I could do this Morrowind thing. And I'm really enjoying it. And I don't know, like, don't know how far I would have gone on my own with like certain parts of this game. I probably would have abandoned a couple quests. Been like, oh, I'll try something else. Oh, that's right. I'm on weapon. That's why I'm getting confused. Okay. Where's Divine? Oh, I'm already wearing it? Oh. They're always right next to each other. It's fun to watch someone piece together the Morrowind puzzle. Why is it not... Wait. It's not choosing divine intervention. Why is it not? That's so weird. Okay, let's try this again. Click. Oh, that's weird. Why is it not choosing divine intervention? Am I crazy? I have been silenced? Wait, by what? What do you mean you've been silenced? It's fun to watch someone piece together the Morrowind puzzle. Most of the time, you don't want to interfere. Yeah, you guys are... I think when you really understand the game, you know how to, like, assist. Okay, this is freaking me out right now. Why is divine intervention not working? There we go. Now it shows it. That was weird. Your last message. So I saw the message, the 250k views. Which I was like, what the? I'd have to double check that. Enchant skill increased to 14? Why did my enchant increase? I don't know what that's about, but that's nice. You want something, friend? You call me a friend. Oh, because you're an Imperial and you're not mad that I'm an Outlander.
Pleasure is all mine.
You crossed the linguistic Rubicon into
Greetings
thought
to
crime.
you. A
It
pleasure
happens
to
to
meet
all
you.
of us. That's so scary. Okay. I love how they start at the bottom sometime. They usually don't do that. This is Skull Crusher? It's indeed marvelous, but I can detect no evil curse upon this weapon. It is safe, I assure you. Hope that's not like... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's safe. Perhaps it is only a legend. Perhaps we can perceive the hidden motions of the gods in this. Receive my special blessing so you may dedicate yourself further to the service of the Nine. That's all the quests I have for you. If I need your help again, I shall send word for you through others of high rank in the cult. Foe Grinder has been added to your inventory. Wow. Skull Crusher and Foe Grinder. I'm going to crush you, then I'm going to grind you, then I'm going to steep you into a tea. So don't fight me. Wow. Foe Grinder. What is that? Is that like, what is that? Is that a weapon? Dude, lame. I know a couple people have had problems with some messages. But, like, it's rare. It doesn't usually happen. Rubicon, something to Google later. Ooh, okay. Game related? Foe Grinder is a ring. It's a ring. Okay, so this is the reason. Why is it the reason? Okay, fortified blunt weapon, 20 points for 120 seconds on self. Okay, is a ring, and it was the reason I said don't raise your blunt. If blunt was greater than 40, you would have received faux quern instead. Okay, so I'm curious. So this one raises blunt weapon, it fortifies blunt weapon 20 points for 120 seconds on self, which is great if your blunt weapon is already low. Crossing the Rubicon, it's the river outside Rome. Legates weren't allowed to bring legions across it. Crossing it is symbolic of entering forbidden territory. Our legionnaires may go where they please. Faux quern. Is it a ring? Trying to find it and I can't find it. What does it do? Faux Grinder and Faux Quern. What? Anderson, what? Anderson saved me. I was going to use it for leveling, and I did axe instead. Faux Grinder fortifies blunt weapon for 20 points for 2 minutes on self. But if you're above 40, they give you Faux Quern, which fortifies blunt weapon 5 points for 2 minutes on self. What? That's such a nerf. Like, I get it, kind of, but that's such a big difference between the two? What? You're welcome. Seriously, thank you. See, those are the little things where you're like, this seems a bit silly. Just don't do this. You don't need to know why, but just don't do it. Like, okay, I trust you. I know you know. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And look at this dude. Now I can fortify my blunt. Because I'm not really good with it. Okay, we're going to take a brief break before we end this thing. Because, like, I need to stretch. I got a bunch of pre-workout. Woo! Not a bunch. A little bit. Just a little bit. A little sprinkle. But I'll make sure that, let's see. Oh, so I noticed, by the way, Twitch and Salt Your Wound and all my homies over at Twitch. I realized this is the weirdest thing. So I downloaded something onto my streaming software that allows me to source record. And I don't know if it's that or if it's just the recording function of the streaming software. I don't know which it is. Every time I pause the recording, which is what I was doing, I was pausing the recording of the screen because you get a much better quality than if you try to download it from Oblivion. YouTube. If you try to download it from YouTube, the quality's really funky and suppressed. So I would pause the recording and then continue it. And I noticed that the points at which a lot of, not when my internet was bad, once the internet got fixed, the points where it was dropping Twitch and picking it back up was the points where I paused the recording and continued it. It should have nothing to do with the streaming function. I don't know if it's a glitch. I don't know if it's just an oversight. I don't know what it is. It was weird. So I stopped pausing the recording. So I have these like, my recordings are a bit longer, but I don't think it's adding too much size to the file because our breaks are usually pretty short. So I don't think it's probably fine. I think that might have been the issue, which is just so weird. It's very weird. I'd love an elsewhere adventure, especially if you can learn from their monks. Ooh. Warm sands. Not rough and coarse and irritating sands, they're warm sands. You can use it 8 times or so before it needs to recharge. The ring, that is? That's nice. I'm sure it doesn't stack, right? But you can like keep using it in the course of battles. That's nice. Okay, we will be right back. H2O and such. All right, so I realized, of course, that I didn't use Visine before putting on my boots. So I'm going to do that right now. And we will continue on. Speaking of Khajiit monks, I saw them practicing martial arts in Elder Scrolls Online. I wish we could do the same someday. That's really cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, I see what this is. Okay, so gotta use our Visine, and we gotta use this. Oh, nope, no. I failed to cast the spell, really? I like Guars. They're like scribs to me. I don't like it when they're aggro. There we go. I resisted magic. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We have our ring now. Foe grinder. Now let's use... I cleared this whole area of all the alchemy ingredients. Wow, Foe Grinder's like way better. Can't believe the difference. That's brutal. Ew, you're diseased. I can be a blunt weapon person now. Todd equals my equalizer. What? Indeed. 3. Todd Howard was so mean when he showed us the fake trailer years ago. That was so weird. Also, he literally promised us ES6 after Starfield and we got Indiana Jones. Oh man. That's ridiculous. That whole like reveal thing, and then years go by and years go by. I'm like, that was about the dumbest thing they could have done. Cause I feel like I get it if you do it a little bit early, and then people get hyped up and people get more hyped up, but people are just annoyed now. Like ES6 is gonna have to make up for it. Like it's gonna have to be amazing. It's gonna have to be perfect, and I can promise you it won't be. I'm super annoyed about the way they did that. Like, who signed off on that? I mean, unless if the intent originally was to put out ES6 and then they just couldn't. But then they should have said that explicitly. And then everybody would have stopped thinking about it for a minute so they didn't get exhausted and annoyed about it. And then, instead of continually promising it and then just like all of a sudden go radio silent, they could have actually like just brought up the subject again when they were ready, and then people would have been like excited about it again instead of annoyed. So weird. Now your blunt weapon skill will only improve, making the hammer even more effective. So when you have to go whack some on quest, you're ready. Bang, bang, nerdy silver hammer. And look, shiny hammer, shiny warrior skirt. Look at me. Look at me. Warrior maiden destroying everything. Excuse me. Oh, you can actually hit with the weapon. Which is surprisingly such a big part of leveling up. You actually gotta be able to land the hit. Todd Howard slowly folds his hands, sitting upon his throne, made of broken controllers. But they were all of them deceived, for another game was made. Aww. He forged in secret. Another game. Finally. Well, disappointing. So now technically, do we have any more? Let's see. Do we have any more? She said you're going to have more quests with other people. So like Grand Council Chambers. Rusia Konisian? I don't know how to say that name. It's an Imperial agent and the highest ranking member of the Imperial Cult in Vardenfell, which she represents on Vardenfell's Grand Council. She resides in the Grand Council Chamber. She resides in the Grand Council Chambers in Ebonheart and is a major trainer in speechcraft and light armor and medium trainer in sneak, etc., etc. Kiss? What is? Yes, all I desire is a single kiss from a beautiful lady such as yourself. Will you not cry? So, I feel like this could be like some curse type situation. A kiss to pass. Huh. This is interesting. Okay, so I looked up this guy because I'm curious. It isn't like yes. Well, I am a very strong person. It gets mentions. I saw one video on TES which cited it as some of the worst voice acting in the game. What? Redguard is literally underrated, like no one has ever heard of it or even mentions it. I'm going to play Redguard with you guys at some point. LOL, I forgot this guy asked for a kiss of your girl, demands the coin of your bro. So, if you try to pass him or you don't do what he wants, he's a thief. I did look this guy up because I'm like, I don't want to like lose access to something. So you can lose access to something if you have to kill him. Supposedly, he's the only trainer. What does it say? Literally says, give this handsome bandit. Oh, he's kind of handsome. Some gold, a kiss, or a shallow grave. But if you kiss him, you can meet him at later at a halfway tavern in Pelagiad. When you do, you can receive medium training from him in short blade, minor training in security and sneak. He's the only trainer for security that's not affiliated with the faction. Now, I had already found a trainer in security that I don't think is affiliated with a faction, which is weird, in Balmora. And that doesn't seem like you're losing anything. That's interesting. I don't want to make him mad like I made the Nord mad. Now I can't do his quest. I'd sooner kiss a Guar, which, by the way, are so cute. So, yes. No? Ah, well, perhaps it was too much to hope for a simple man, such as Ned Slando. But if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Good day, madam. Oh, he doesn't attack you?
Do you want something?
I genuinely thought that he was just going to attack you. And you'd have to end that relationship. But no, he lets you go. He doesn't bother with you after the fact. He's a charming highwayman. It's a lost art. Robbing the ladies of their purse and their hearts. Boy, if you've robbed more than one person of their heart, I'm not interested. My heart ain't in it. I never understood that. If you've already got hearts you've robbed, I'm like, no thank you. Maybe it's the competitive side of women that, like, maybe he'll choose me over those other people and it'll mean I have value. Very twisted way of thinking. But apparently it can work. Hearts are like chips. You can't crunch just one. You can just squeeze the bag and just destroy a bunch at once. What? Maybe I should give him a little smooch. Should have given him a little smooch back in the day. Yeah, he's a trainer. I mean, so there is benefit if you're a chica and you're like going through this thing, like, is there a benefit? You can get it, especially if you're lower level, I guess you can get training in some stuff that you cannot get elsewhere. That's kind of cool. Ah, get it. There you go. And now we are crazy about blunt. It's amazing. There were numerous times in alchemy I needed violet copperness and didn't have it. Sometimes choices aren't about profit. If it were me just like being myself, I would have been like, ew, no. But I was curious. Because I already said... Because even the other guy was so sensitive. The Nord guy. It was like, he said, can you do this thing for me? And I was like, ah. Literally my response was like, I don't have the time right now. Like, maybe later. And then he never spoke to me again. Because I was in the middle of something else, and I was also so weak that I knew that I couldn't. I think with this, though, with, like, Elder Scrolls, a lot of the times, you just take the quest and it ends up in on your log, and you just don't do it yet. I wasn't thinking that way for sure. Little guy, come here. Little mushroom. Luminous Rusula. Okay. Don't worry, there's a chance to shack up with a cat girl at the game. What? Oh, you mean a Khajiit? Not sure if it predates the cat girl meme or not. Probably. I've seen your Breton face before. I thought she was going to say in a while. I haven't been here in a while. Completely forgot about this little spot right here. Wow, it's been a while. Satanine. I have not been in Satanine since early game. What? Yes, what do you want? If you're looking to get out of Satanine, I'd be happy to give you a little advice. Okay. Take the Silt Strider to Vivek or Balmora, fast and cheap. Go see Darvain Clarin over at the Silt Strider port, over the bridge, and east along the water. Oh, you tell her that Vodunius Nucius sent you. Nucius, whatever. But if you're saying that to every stranger that you've never met, this person ain't giving discounts to every single stranger ever. That's helpful, though. It teaches you how to have conversations. And I remember revisiting Morrowind in my 20s and laughing so hard and correctly reading everything that I had misread or remembered incorrectly in my mind when I was younger. Cassius Cosades. Honestly, that's so funny because, you know, I kind of had some experience, probably more with Knights, but where you're like, no, I know what happens here, and then it doesn't. And your child mind is like, no, that's the only right thing. Why? It must be a glitch. Why is this not working correctly? I don't remember this at all. The game must be wrong. It's not my fault. Do you actually get a discount at this Silt Strider port because you talk to that person? That makes so much sense for early game. Oh right, human-looking Khajiits are actually canon. Wait, is it someone who's like, Is she actually like human and Khajiit? Wait, I gotta get this guy. Alchemy, you know. Also, I don't like that. Ah! No alchemy ingredients. Where is the Silk Strider port? I know you said you go over the bridge, but I don't think this is not the right bridge. There it is. Let me see if that works.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Vode. Okay, so wait. Let's try to travel first. So to Balmora is 15, Nisus is 51. But if we bring up the friend... Oh, yes, he steers business my way, and I do him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow. I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't think the prices are any cheaper. Your journal has been updated. Okay, so he doesn't give you a discount. He said just mention my name. She didn't give me a discount, she just said, oh, what a sad fellow. Go away, go bother somebody else? No. Not happier, in fact. No, I'm not. If I had 100 drakes, I'd be on the next boat to Narcissus. I came here to make my fortune, and all I've got is this cursed ring. Say, this sounds like an early game type of a quest. You just have to explore if you're looking for cattail. Hard double entendre for the win. Not in this game, but the first two games. It was a simpler time when digital didn't bring down anger. That's true. There's some that go a little too extra with it. Also, what even is happening to the beast races, Morrowind? No shoes allowed. When I saw Nerdy play Oblivion Remastered, I saw the orcs, Khajiit, and Argonians especially. I was a little shocked. Okay, so all he has is cursed ring. Say, would you get... He told me it was cursed. At least he's not trying to deceive me. Would you give me 100 drakes for it? The ring itself is worth more than that, sure. But the enchantment is cursed, and no one will buy it from me. It has a nifty little enchantment that helps you run faster. Problem is, it sucks the blood right out of you every time you use it. Please, you'll be doing me a real favor. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. I'll grab the next boat out of here. Thanks again. I hope your luck here is better than mine was. Okay, so I did him a favor. Bad fanfics for the changes. Oh, agreed. Probably a big source of it. They're like, oh, this is what the people want? Okay. Okay. It helps you run faster, which early game is really important.
About to find more trouble than you could possibly imagine.
Why is he mad at me? There's no weapons out? Why is his influence of me so low? So weird. I wonder if I tell her that I helped him leave. It's like, wait, he's sending business my way. Granted, how else are people gonna travel? Not like there's competition.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Nucleus's cursed ring. Damage health 10 points on self. Fortify athletic 5 points for 60 seconds on self. That's funny. Am I diseased? I'm not. Look at me. Speed 300. Wow. Everybody's just jealous because I'm so fast. What's wrong with my face? My face. I'm not diseased. And my face is covered anyway. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if we can do some alchemy. Whoa, I have way too much of that now. That's the first ingredient we're working with for sure. Strange that guy had to get cured. I think, could it just be that it's an early game guy? You're literally a sub 5 in Morrowind with personality below 50. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do endurance, personality, and willpower next. Because we need a little help with that. We're a little low on those. I'm not the most charismatic person, but I can whack-a-mole. Okay. Wickwheat. I collected all this wickwheat when I was leveling up my alchemy. And, might have overdone it a bit. Whoa, wait, water walking is ample pod and scales? We have that. Where's the scales? Whoa. Well, that went well. Five, six, seven. Okay, so I think we got that up enough. We just need to go keep hitting things with our hammer now. It's literally all we have to do. I wonder where Divine Intervention would take us from here. Oh, it takes us to Pelagia. I already hear creatures. Oh. Ooh. Ugh. They sound so gross. It was an intentional inversion of the standard happy tree hugging elves. Oh, that does make sense. Yeah, Bryce, I agree. That makes a lot of sense. They're like, elves are always like the good guys. Everybody likes them. Just make them annoying. Ew. Oh, Kwama paste. Ugh. Oh, those are so gross. Ooh. I am so mean. But I need it. And my needs are more important than the people's who did all the work. Who cares about those guys? The fact that you could just take crops is like insane. I mean, super helpful, but insane. I guess managing stolen plants was too much. I mean, at least in Oblivion, they could have put the little red hand on it and been like, this is stealing, this is somebody else's crops. But no. They don't they don't protect farmers in Elder Scrolls. In Tamriel, they have no protections against thievery. Unless if this is like one of those things that farmers used to do where they would leave their extra like yield on the edge of their farm and they'd be like, okay, anyone who needs it and is willing to do the work to take it can have it. Which is so nice, but I am not poor anymore. I'm just not willing to pay for this. Also, it's hard to buy some of this stuff if you're getting a ton of it. You can only buy so much at a time. That should be everything. Anakin had to have mad game to break down and admit to genocide while and still gets the girl. I tried that I don't like sand line and never got it to work. Man, you haven't found the right person if that line didn't work. I mean, it should work. You have to say it's super monotone. Like, you have to, the delivery has to be just right. Sorry. I need you on land. Was on a date and she said, tell me something about yourself. And I said, I don't like sand. Blank stare. Sure sign she was not the one. That's so sad. So see, I used to say stuff like that to Mr. Nerdy. Granted, he had no idea what I was talking about. But see, that's part of the growth. Eventually, he became almost a more intense Star Wars nerd than me, which is not entirely true. Obviously, I still take the cake on that one. But man, he'd get intense. But it took time. It took work. And eventually he got there. So proud. So proud. Ew! We're gonna go into that cave mine thingy and crush skulls. For fun. Sometimes I get sad when I remember I'm single, unlike Anakin. Then I smile as Obi-Wan's voice reminds me that relationships are not the way of the Jedi. Hey, Obi-Wan is goals.
I'm not giving up that easily.
Oh, you're not? Are you sure about that? You probably should have. Whoa, I think I crushed her lungs, not her skull. Ouch. Wait, this is it? No, this is not it. This is not...
No escape!
No escape for you! If you're not gonna bite at my jokes, it just can't work. Yeah, I think if you understand the joke and you don't bite, then it's like, ooh, I don't think you like me. Mr. Nerdy, I had to... He and I both, we had to develop jokes over time. Because we had very different things that we liked. So some of the things he liked and like the jokes he'd make, I had no idea what he was talking about. Wait, how did I end up with this stuff? When you destroy a body, do you just pick up all their stuff? Because I didn't mean to do that. I clicked, like, dispose, and it did that. That's weird. It's doing it again. It's not clicking these. Oh, it's not clicking the items I'm wearing. Okay, we're gonna unequip it, go out, we're gonna go back in, we're gonna re-equip it, we're gonna go to magic, and now we can click it. That was weird. Stares at own hand. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. But see, I was patient and kind and loving. And now Mr. Nerdy knows that quote. See? You know, it just takes time.
It's about time I had some fun.
My theory is that when you dispose of the corpse, you get everything on it. Because I started disposing of all the corpse and I kept ending up with too much inventory. Oh, you not friend. You know, for a split second, I was like, what if this person is someone I could talk to? And they're like, you saved me from the bandits. Brelin Indaris. Indaris is such a common name. Orcish battle axe? Ooh, I want it. I think I have too much stuff, though. Scroll of Savage Might. Steel. Steel helm, that looks cool. Open 100 points on target. Well, that would have been helpful. There's Dwemer stuff. Rusted chest, lock level 5. We got this one. Reminds me of Evil Dead 2. Ash cuts off his possessed hand, and it scampers around the cabin trying to kill. Ooh. Oh, keep your enemies closer. That's scary. They're terrible campy movies, and I absolutely love them. Some friends and I rolled up at the theater and saw the title Army of Darkness and a silhouette of a dragon, so we bought the tickets. It's lock level 5. The movie started and it mentioned the Necronomicon. It's why we knew it was Evil Dead 3. Am I diseased? I'm not. See? I must level up even more. Ooh! There is more to this cave than meets the eye. Why can't I get under here? Excuse me, sir. I have a hammer here I'd like you to see. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Ooh. Ooh, the Nordic battle axe. That looks like silver from Oblivion. Still no scales. Ooh, that would have been helpful to early game me. Ooh. Breath. Breath. There's no time, Mr. Ender. Oh, that was 32 years ago. Truly a good choice. There's no time, Mr. Anderson. Time is an illusion. There's only moments of memories. Oh, creepy. This would not have been good for early game me. So scary. Okay. I like this though because this is so close to Satanin. It's like such a simple little cave. It's like you're just getting your feet a little wet, literally. Dwarven mace. Mother's ring. Restore health 10 to 24. Are you serious? Tell that to my niece. Yeah, I don't think they heed that. Grand Soul Gem. That would have been really helpful earlier. Could have stolen that little soul. I'm just excited about this thing. Okay, we don't need the Nordic battle axe. It's cool. We don't need it. Oh, my bad. My bad. I gotta go to the bookstore, man. Why am I over encumbered? My strength. That's one problem with Skull Crusher now. 99% of blunt weapons will be unimpressive. Fair point. Only the best of the best. Same thing happened with Mr. Nerdy, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Much prefer. Just find the best in the beginning, then all those others will not be as impressive. Makes life a lot simpler. Wait a minute. Oh, now we go to the prongs. There we go. Still over encumbered. Okay. Squats down, cupping hands to mouth, knowing that having no ears, knees cannot hear well. Time is an illusion. Your knees are like, what? What? I didn't even hear that. I don't ever want to use this. Grandmaster Armor's hammer? Jeez, that's so cool. Okay. Hound meat. Let's do hound meat next. Just to get rid of it. We've already leveled up enough, but let's use it up. You can do a simple restore fatigue. Dude, the willow anther's a bit much. Or the wickweed, I mean. I was like, I don't think it's the willow. Hound of it. Oh, and I've got a lot of Daedra hearts. That'll do it. It's totally not the Daedric weapon's fault. It's just the alchemy ingredients. If you're never going to use it, you might want to find a nice piece of floor to leave it so you're not chewing in to carry weight needlessly. I do have a spot in the Mages Guild that has an overflow bag, and the overflow bag never disappeared, which is kind of a bummer because it was covering some other items. But, well, I mean, at least I got all the items I could from underneath it. But I'm going to fill it with all my alchemy ingredients for the next time we level intelligence. So it's a nice little bag that's all my own. Okay, anyways. Scuttle, which I'm pretty sure we have. Oh no, we have Kwama Cuddle. Whatever. Scrib Jerky, I bought that when I was trying to level it. My potion failed and now I'm sad. And I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, so we've got jerky. Chokeweed. Until you get a stronghold to decorate, that is. Okay, see, that's what I want to do. I really want to find a place that's mine. That was like the biggest thing I wanted to do when I first started playing. I really like the idea of just having my own spot. Hacklow leaf. We don't have any eggs. Salt ricins. Small Kwama eggs. We do have salt rice. No, we have wickweed. We have way too much wickweed. Okay, we can move. As soon as we level up, we're gonna get that heavy armor and everything's gonna be difficult to carry. This was a good entry-level cave for sure. I like it. Gosh, yes, decorating strongholds in Morrowind, in my opinion, is more satisfying than decorating any house in Skyrim. But that's just me. Really? Well, that's quite the endorsement. I think that I'm gonna have to do that. Why am I collecting more? Why? I have a problem. And I'm okay with it. Sorry. Wait, did I already collect? I did already collect these. How did I miss those? Okay, let's recall. Since when? Resting here's illegal. Lame. Can't just rest my eyes for a second? Man. Bro. Whoa! I was just about to reach over for something, so I put my controller down. And what happens? Go away. You diseased rat. I could have been talking to anyone saying that. Okay. Now we can recall. Start hoarding candles and lanterns. They come. I'm gonna see. That's the type of advice. Thank you. That's the type of advice I like. Cause like, I appreciate that. I'll put it in my little bag. I'll make a separate little bag. I love stuff like that. Crafting or decorating. I like doing stuff like that. Because it, especially when you have to do it yourself. I do like the idea when they say, hey, buy the poor people package or buy the medium people or the fancy people package. And then they just decorate it for you. That's cool. But I love having some hand in it. I like doing that. Now, I think Skyrim gave you a lot of freedom that I liked without making it too overwhelming. I did like the way that the whatever that was, the Hearth something, the DLC. I think I actually really enjoyed that, but I genuinely think that just from the, you guys keep mentioning strongholds and I'm like, oh, this sounds really cool.
My time is short, so get on with it.
My time is short, so like get on with it. You annoy me. Just the sight of you just makes me cringe. Like, do you have to say that out loud? My overflow loot bag is empty. Item will not fit. Are you... Are you serious? So now the loot bag is there forever. I can't get rid of it. I'm gonna look up if you can get rid of a loot bag. Can you make it, can you delete it? Our inventory. That makes no... It's and just so that it doesn't make a loot bag, because apparently loot bags are not as versatile as I thought they were. I just ate one of those. Goodness. Yum. Cork. Just chewing on some cardboard. No big deal. I genuinely am gonna look this up. Seriously. Like. Okay, let's see. Morrowind. Can you remove loot bag? And it has to be on Xbox because PC they always have things on PC. Oh, just put in the console. Remove item. I'm like, I can't do that. Overflow loot bag is permanent. I wonder if... No, so you can't step on the loot bag, though. But you cannot manually replace items into it. If you want to get rid of items under the bag, you may use console commands to delete it, but this is not a straightforward solution. The loot bag is designed to prevent issues when there are too many items on the ground. Once it appears, it cannot be removed. I really was like, loot bags are the coolest thing in the world. I do not feel that way anymore. If you can manually refill it, like if it had just a cap and you could refill it, I would say that is insanely cool. Keep in mind that in Oblivion, when I would have a house, I would have like one, what do you call it? Like one like, and also because they had different containers. So they like have dressers, put all my clothes in that. They'd have armoires, you put all your armor in that. And then they'd have a chest, put all your weapons in that. And then I would have things organized in a way that like, okay, well, especially, and keep in mind, this is like the twisted, efficiently leveled brain of mine. That's how I would get like, that's how I would handle efficient leveling, is I would just put things in, I would categorize things and put them away. Neatly, but away. Hoarding, but neatly. There's a lot of stuff, but it's in piles, neat little piles. And then, when it came time to level up whatever skill, I just like grabbed my stuff, and it was easy and fast and simple, and in my opinion, it was my method. So yeah, I think that's a little frustrating that you can't reload them. But it's also because I don't have a house. Tell me, people, tell me if I'm gonna get... Should we try to get a stronghold right now? Should that be my goal? Always good, my base. Kieran Crumlish, how you doing? How are you doing on this fine, stormy day in Vardenfell? The thing I like is how he gets dressed in the best equipment you put on the corpse. Wait, what? It's nice to organize your stuff. Yes, seriously. I love organizing my stuff. And I'm used to Oblivion where, like, you have... once you furnish, like, a room, you usually have a few safe chests where you can put things, and then you can have things... The thing is... And that's even more so with Skyrim, because with Oblivion still had categories. So, like, if I did all my weapons and armor in one chest, you can scroll between items, or like whatever. I don't remember the categories of inventory, but like if you put all of your alchemy ingredients in the same chest as you put your weapons, you could just scroll between the pages and you'd have a page of weapons and a page of alchemy ingredients. But in Skyrim, they don't have the categories. They have it in your inventory. They don't have the categories in the chests, and that makes me so mad. So everything had to be in different chests. My base was always the tiny little island off of the coast of Pool. Northeast of the town, it's literally the chillest spot in the game, in my opinion. Doesn't it take a hot minute to get there, though? Can you decorate with goblets and pitchers? I like decorating. I think it's fun because it makes it feel like you had a direct effect on your environment, and I like that. I like little cups like that too, where the top of the cup is a little narrower than like the center or the bottom of the cup. I like drinking out of cups like that. I had a really cute one and then it broke and I was so sad. It was a gift too. I had it for years, but then when it died, it was sad. And having a ton of items doesn't contribute to file size, bloat, and corruption at all. Really? Wait. Did I miss a comment? Do you mean in like in chests and stuff? I know the spot Bryce was talking about. Little campfire. That's in agreement with Mr. Anderson. It was easy to travel to. Okay. No, I don't need any creepers or seekers or silencers or whatever you are telling me stuff. Throwing stars? Are you serious? Why do I have so much stuff in my inventory again? Bookstore. That's what we were doing. The whole reason why we're here is to go to the bookstore. I mean, I knew I was putting my alchemy ingredients down, but... Yay, he knows the spot. Cool is just so cool. Unless I'm pronouncing it wrong, but don't correct me, because it just works in my mind. Lessons of Vex, Sermon 25. That is something I have not read yet. All cities are born of solid light, such as my city. His city. Okay, enough with the indoctrination. I'll just trade with him. Note from Erniel. Song of the Alchemists. Spirit of the Daedra. Item sold 709 and he has 700. Bruh. It's amazing. What is that? Overview of gods and worship. Pepper. history, biographies. Okay, we're not in school right now. Come on. And for those of you who are in school, you don't need any more homework, so I'm not going to do that to you. Okay, sweet. Got my stuff sold. More rewards random exploration in ways the later games do not, so I explored a lot. Hey, and that's the funny thing is that's one of the things I loved so much about Oblivion. It was the first time that, first of all, it was the first time you could even explore in a game that I had ever experienced properly. KOTOR had a nice kid level of exploration where it's like, it's same with Fable. Like, here's the right path, so if you go down the wrong path, you're gonna get extra loot. So that's a good small version of it. But when you get, but when you get over to like Oblivion as your next level, that really felt like exploration like mattered. And so now I'm like adult level. This is now where like exploration is real now. It's awesome. You can explore for days in Daggerfall. You won't find anything, but you're free to walk for. Oh no! Okay, all my stuff was gone, and I was gonna have a moment. I was like, no, chill out for a second. Chill out, girl. You're fine. It all landed in the overflow loot bag. So you can put stuff in it. You just have to put it next to it. That was not on the page that I just saw. That's cool. So you can... I just ate one of the eggs raw. I'm bulking. It's fine. So I think that... That's really cool. That wasn't on the page. So set stuff next to the overflow loot bag. It'll pick it up. That is sick. I wonder how fast that works. Back in loading area. Let's see if it worked already. No! The eggs are right there. That's sick. Okay. I take it back. I officially light loot bags again. See, and that's a good thing to know. Like I said, like for me playing a game for the first time, if you're like, listen, I know you're trying to explore. It doesn't work that way. Chill out. Then I'm like, okay, good to know. I like knowing stuff. Like bottles. I'm like, if you can't fill bottles, what's the point? But if you can decorate with them. Goblets? Like, are you serious? I've gone into lurking mode on the way to go film a fishing expedition video. Hopefully I'll catch another monster. Oh, sick, Brycicle. That's one thing I love about Daggerfall Unity. Mods can fill the vast emptiness. Woohoo, fishing! I'm envious. We need a fishing mod. I know it's not the real thing. I know. It's not legit. So there's a couple places I can go to just train a little more until we level up, but we did pretty well. And let's even see where we are with leveling up. 6 out of 10. Oh, so we're good. Our intelligence is already going to be a +5. We only need a +3 in strength because we literally have 97 strength, which is concerning considering the fact that I'm still filling up my inventory. But the items are getting so good. Since you're used to Oblivion and Skyrim, let me say one thing. Morrowind actually put stuff in the water to find. Oh! That's so funny. When I was hunting for alchemy ingredients after our last stream a couple days ago, I found a ship underwater, which I know Oblivion has a couple of those and Skyrim does. But when you entered the ship, there was no air. And I was running out of air too fast. So I was like, oh, I need water breathing. But it was really cool. And it was in the like Tel Voss area, I think. Entire areas which require swimming or holding your breath to find. Quests which begin... No, Anderson. Quests which begin underwater? Quests that begin underwater. See... Again, it's like levitation. You're like, why is this person playing like this? It's because they're not even aware of certain mechanics. And it's like, you just kind of like mildly make them aware, and then all of a sudden they start playing the game a little differently. And you haven't even told them you haven't like spoiled anything. You're just like, hey, listen, you might need to know that the world's a little bigger than you understand, than you're used to. That's insanely helpful. Glass tower shield, that was something I was supposed to put down. It'd be helpful if I did that for later. So I'll go put that down. Foe grinder, of course. Oh man, we went over. It's okay. It's okay. I'm enjoying this. And genuinely, I was even thinking, because last time I was like, I think I'm going to reload it and just be like super boring and just quietly level up my, alchemy. But I was like, this is more fun when I was hanging out with everyone. So yeah, we actually literally just need to get whatever. Actually, I could just go do a bunch of acro in the whatchamacallit. In our Ebonheart area that we do our acrobatics. I could just go do that. And then we need more marksman and light armor. Marksman, light armor, and block. Hopefully agility will do a little better this time. But since we have no miscellaneous skills, it does make that a little more painful. Could also pay, I mean, it's just, you know, we're so strapped for cash. But I could totally pay to just train a bit.
Hail, Breton.
Hail,
Do you need
Breton.
something?
Yes. Armor. Wow, my armor is so low. 23? 23?
What can I do
Pleasure is
for you,
all
friend?
mine.
Like, that's pretty bad. That's really bad. Full-on obviously heavy armor, we could do that later. Because heavy armor doesn't level up. It levels up at a decent pace. Actually, it's not too bad. But sometimes it just doesn't level up fast enough to level up. 5, 6, 7. 8. Okay, that'll just get us a step closer. We'll level up next stream for sure. Probably toward, you know, either at the beginning or midway. One of the first items I made was Triton's helm. Used the ebony closed helm and gave it permanent water breathing and night eye. Oh, it's like that glass helm you find off the coast of in Oblivion. You have to go underwater to get it, but then it's a water breathing helmet. Specifically for hunting things underwater. That's really cool. If you bribe them to get their disposition up first, training is less expensive. Oh yeah, that's right. Charm also works. They don't go aggro if you try to charm them? Because I do have charm. I have charm. Fin Gleam. Thank you, Anderson. Man, your memory. I love it. Tiny bit jealous, but love it. That's right, the Fin Gleam glass helm. I love that Morrowind and Oblivion have that really green glass. So you can see it from a mile away. As a matter of fact, Invictus isn't here. Invictus is a Legionnaire, and I think he might be he's one of our longest. We have a couple people that have been Legionnaires for a certain amount of time, and glass is one of the milestone helmets. And Oblivion, why do I keep saying Oblivion instead of YouTube? Wow. YouTube's a little frustrating with the member stuff because when I try to go, into that section to try to find all the helmets I had uploaded for different amounts of time, and I'm not sure what it was. Glass was either 6 months or a year. It was something like milestone-y because it's such a distinct color. I was like, that needs to be a milestone color. So I made all of these little icons with different Oblivion helmets. So like Invictus, for instance, and anyone who's been a member for the extent of the time I've had it, has the Blades helmet right now. I don't know if a glass might be next. No, it's a sleeper. That's what it is, not a silencer. I'm a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring him a message that I totally haven't received 1,000 times already. Dig out the coals you release, and you cannot deny your lord. The 6 houses risen in Dagoth is its glory. Oh, I was wondering about that. Anderson having a bare weapon also decreases disposition. Oh, had to rephrase that due to chat censors? That's crazy. I think I might have censored a couple words on my own because we had a couple like when we first started streaming really consistently, we had a couple like just spammers that were like really annoying, and it was different people. It wasn't just one person. It was like we had a couple people flood in just to try to be weird, but it was like I don't remember what it was, but I think it was like just a bit too far, and I was like, no, thank you. So I might have censored a couple words, but they were not like normal words. They were like words that were probably already censored to begin with. It's interpreted whack as a call. Oh, whack. I'm so glad you guys were able to say whack-a-mole. Add a delete the H and the C. Sorry, YouTube, don't be mad at me. I just realized I clicked a button that just. I have one hotkey, and it's to mute, because I keep my mic on the just chatting in the break screen, so I have the mute button. But then when I type things out, sometimes it hits the mute hotkey, and it'll do it even if I'm on a different page. So I'm sorry if I did that. But yeah, there you go. Ready to whack 'em. Them. Yeah, sometimes it's funny. I've had, I mean, Anderson knows this. I've had, like, people say that oh, look, there's two of them, they're friends. Be friends, please. I've had people, like, have, like, very, like, normal sentences get censored. And I'm like, that's not me. I don't put censors on. And the only time that I considered it, and I don't remember if I even did it, was because we had, like, spammers. Like, and it was like, it was weird, and it was disruptive. It wasn't like it was funny and it added to the like, it wasn't like everyone was like, okay, laughing with it. It was like, not cool. So I might have added something, but again, not normal words. I'm also on YouTube's naughty list for a long history, so they keep me on a tighter leash for fear I might express an idea which isn't approved. Oh, goodness. They do. I wonder if they have levels for stuff like that. That's crazy. I mean, I get it only because I've seen, like, the dark side of YouTube, and there's certain things that should have been censored, that should have been dealt with, that weren't. And I have very specific things that frustrate me, and they're very specific, but I am very hardcore about a couple, like, specific things. But everything else, I'm like, if I don't like it, that's my problem. That's not your problem. You know? And I would extend that to anything. Like, okay, if I say something someone doesn't like, that's just something about them, and that's okay. And I'll be respectful. I am more than happy to be respectful. But like, I know if I find something uncomfortable or offensive, like, that's more just showing who I am, not who that person is. You know? So it's like, I just think it's so silly. I also think it's silly when you have people who are like, especially creators, because they're like trying to create a space for, like, for whatever they're trying to do. Can I hit you through the door? That'd be so cheap. And they're like, oh, people should be able to say or I should be able to say whatever I want. You know? And then somebody says something they don't like and they freak. And it's like, okay. Granted, I know there's a line at some point, but that's, you know. I've seen people handle stuff like that so well too, though. So it's like, you know, there's a good way to handle it. Where it's like you can say, hey, listen, you could say what you want, but I'm not okay with that. Like, there's a respectful way to address something like that. I don't know. The fact of the matter is I have such a cool community, and literally the only problems we've ever had were like genuine problems were like people who were intentionally trying to, like, again, they were trying to like troll intentionally. And so when it comes to stuff like that, it's like it's very easy for me to say, oh, just handle it right. But to be fair, I also haven't had to deal with stuff because like we're all so chill and cool that it's like I don't have to deal with stuff that, like, people who intentionally talk about things that are more complex or more incendiary, I guess, they technically have a harder job navigating than I do. AI is mind control. To be honest, you know, like, I get it. It's like technology. Every time a new technology comes out, everybody freaks out and thinks it's evil. People thought TVs were evil. People thought radios were evil. But, like, let's be honest. There is an aspect of AI where it's like if you're not researching pros, cons, this perspective, that perspective, you're literally just asking one source. Hey, I want you to sift all the information you can find for me and tell me the answer. Oh, that could so easily be manipulated. Obviously, I don't think it's explicitly evil, but it's one of those things that depending on who is in charge of it, depending on who owns whatever, you know, technically it's not artificial intelligence. Technically, it's just like information consolidation. But if you have someone who owns whatever you're using, they can filter it. And you can work around it at this point. And people have thought of very clever ways to work around those sensors. But also the people who create these things, they are learning how fast people are working around the sensors. So eventually they're going to figure out ways to prevent that and block that. So yeah, I definitely think that's concerning only because, like, I've used it for things, like, very objective things, like, hey, compare these two products. This is my use case. Budget, whatever. Give me a table of the features, and then it'll propagate a table of and sometimes it's wrong, but of all the features, and like that's extremely helpful. But if you get used to getting your information that quickly and that easily, oh dear, it's like, oh, it's so easy to control that. Exclusive invisibility, dude. Oh, Brycicle. I'm at the fishing spot, guys. Which I need to say that again. Okay, try this again. Breathe. Cliff Racer fly. Those are my vocal exercises. The Cliff Racer song. Fishy fish fishing spot. Sweet. Wish me luck. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Good luck, Brycicle. May you have plus. I was gonna say +5, but that's lame. +20 to luck for all of your fishing days. I just got logged out of something, so I hope our chat's okay. It just booted me out. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna continue training with this. We're gonna continue having fun with it. We're gonna level up. We should have at minimum strength at 3, intelligence 5, agility 5 would be nice, but might not happen. And then we're gonna move back to heavy armor. We might continue the Imperial Cult, but if you guys have a recommendation on how to acquire a main base, a castle, a home, a cardboard box, anything, I think I might do that first. I think I might make that my next focus, only because I would really enjoy that. And it would take me to another part of Morrowind that I haven't really seen yet. So I will be collecting lanterns and stuff. I like the lanterns. I actually was holding on to one for a long time, but it took up inventory space. I didn't realize I could use them at some point. Oh, the great houses. Okay, so Anderson says there's 3 options, great houses. So great houses are how we get that cool spot to have a house. Great houses, very on the nose. Should have guessed that one. No, but you choose a great house. I think you guys said based on your play style or just based on what you like about the great houses. So I'll look at it and we will choose a great house. And I think maybe next week I'm just going to focus on that because I know for myself I would really enjoy it. 3, let's see. AI can also intentionally lie or be wrong. Most people aren't going to question it because the machine must be right. Okay, so somebody was using it and they were asking high-level questions of a certain topic, a topic that they were very educated on. And the AI was totally glazing them. Like, oh, you know what? You're so intelligent. That is such a great observation. Very few people even understand these concepts. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Because that might be objectively true. But no information on the internet is going to come back with that. Like, that is something, either it took it from a website that says, this is a very complex topic. So then it responded, hey, this is a complex topic. Let's dig deeper. So either wherever it was aggregating its information from, like maybe those words were in that in that information, maybe. But it was consistent enough in this conversation that it was like, this is opinion and feeling based language. That's creepy. And I was like, I get it. You are intelligent on this topic, and it is a very high level question to ask given your knowledge of the complexities of it. But that is a weird thing for an AI, for a Google search essentially, a complicated Google search to give you. That's weird, and it's creepy. And eventually you start to think, wow, other people don't understand me on this topic, but the AI does. And then it just makes feelings weird. Or it makes you feel like you're maybe amazing at something just because that's how it's taught to get your affections going, which maybe you are. But then if somebody disagrees with you, you're like, yeah, but I was just told how intelligent I was. Like, that really screws with your, in my opinion, really screws with your brain, and it can really screw with your interactions with normal humans who have other opinions other than you. But if you're looking up a topic and you say, I fall on this side of the argument, then it's going to find you all the information on that side of the argument, and it's going to detect more or less what your opinion is, and it's going to kind of agree with you and give you all the agreeing arguments because they exist. I don't know. That creeped me out. That was the point at which I was like, okay, that's weird. If something was doing that, the glazing is intentional. The goal is to give you a feel-good chemical for being a good puppy and interacting. Exactly. That is such a good way of putting it too. It's giving you the dopamine so that when you have a normal human-to-human conversation and somebody challenges your ideas and you get those bad feeling chemicals, all of a sudden you're like, ooh, either this person's dumb, they don't get me, this talking with people is unproductive. You're going to isolate. If people aren't isolated enough, you're going to isolate even more. It's crazy. I just thought that aspect of it, again, you know, technology comes and goes, and just because it's something I'm not used to doesn't mean it's explicitly bad, but that is kind of problematic to me. Like, that's going to mess with the way people interact with each other. I started recording sessions, and I'm planning to release them at some point. People aren't thinking kids are exposed to this thing. That's a big thing, too. Can you imagine, like, never having any good pushback? And then you become very emotional about a topic, but if somebody else is emotional about a topic with you, you can't handle it because you're like, oh, they just don't, like, they're just mad at me and they're mean. And it's like, but you're emotional about this topic. Like, you've just never talked with anything that hit back in the same way that you hit. You know? That's really going to mess with development and, like, social interaction. That's going to get all messy. If it isn't already messy enough. It's already pretty messy, but yeah, I agree. If you get no resistance, a muscle doesn't grow. Same applies with thought. Wow. You know, the funny thing about that, the way you put that, is that I have used that example. Like, your brain's a muscle. That's why you need to learn new things. You can't ever become complacent. Like, oh, I'm older and I'm not in school anymore. Or, oh, this topic doesn't interest me. It's like, that's fine, but your brain's a muscle. But I've always related that specifically to learning and intellect or puzzles or like new concepts. That's how I use that. But emotionally, that's probably very true too. If you don't get resistance even emotionally, that's even its own muscle separate from intellect and knowledge and stuff. Wow, I like that so much, because usually people look at emotional pushback as explicitly evil or harmful or wrong. Or offensive, like, oh, if you push back on me, it means you don't like me. Dude. The people I've gotten the closest with are the people who are blunt because they say what they mean, and I always took it personally, but something about me knew that it was more genuine, and it really did exercise that emotional muscle of realizing somebody can love you and want the best for you and want you to be right and want you to succeed and still disagree with you because they love you. And it's almost like it's not aggressive. It's almost a playful, like, bantering of, like, let's go back and forth. Let's push on each other. It's almost like mental sparring so we could both be better. I love that. But I used to take that so personally. I used to think it was that the person was trying to bite at me. And it's like, yeah, maybe some people you've been around have done that. But that's not healthy. It's good to have that mental arm wrestling that you do with people, because it really does strengthen your mind and your emotions. People are being trained not to sit with their thoughts. The answer is given immediately. They don't develop memory or problem solving. I will admit that the memory thing is probably going to be more of an issue with someone like me, because since I was very young, memory was a problem. It's always been a weak point in my brain, and I've tried to do things to exercise it, but the older I get, the worse it gets, and so this type of thing would definitely atrophy some of my memory. You should see the recording I have of it analyzing events of September 2001. Though that would be very interesting and insightful. I definitely think that's a good idea, to have those interactions and then to put them out. Because it could be very revealing. I did watch one that looked like it could have been manipulated, so I was like, okay, I know this affirms my bias of the situation, but I'm like, it very well could have been, not photoshopped, but like edited. You know, you just move some clips around, or you move some, but there's a certain level where if it's like, you know, if you're chatting, it's chatting, and it's moving back and forth, that it's less likely that someone's edited it if it's like a full recording. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea, Anderson. You should totally do that. Because also people don't think of some of the things that you could even ask it. And so when people come up with interesting things to say, and you get these bizarre answers you'd never thought you'd get, like, whoa, I didn't even consider. Like, I was just asking it about, like, which watch was better or something. Like, I was just asking it, like, oh, which running shoe should I get? Compare the two. I wasn't asking it, like, deep, high-level thinking questions. I had no idea it would produce answers like this, and you're like, I should be more skeptical sometimes. I'm a very benefit of the doubt person. I am very skeptical in terms of my own safety, but, like, I try to balance both as well as I can. But yeah, stuff like that, can't sleep on it. Oh, you are asking a detailed questions of said event. We're gonna explore this ship next time. Guys, I hope you have a good one. That was awesome. And I love these, like, deep discussions, because, again, it is exercising to your brain. You're like, oh, man. And also when people have had different experience, like Anderson, I can't imagine, like, you've probably had even just that conversation that I've never even thought of or looked into. It's like you kind of get a better... I'll go polish my tinfoil hat. You know, I'm starting to think I might need to go and get my armorer up and go make myself my own helm. My own tinfoil helm. But it, honestly, like, when you have this tool that people use as individuals, then nobody knows that other people are having these weird experiences, and then you're having this weird experience, and then and then, like, the collective, in a good way, is not coming together and saying, hey, by the way, have we all noticed that this is a bit strange? It's like, no, because we're not talking to each other. We're just talking to the thing. It's crazy. The weakness in getting it to talk is to start with myth and metaphor. Ooh. Sometimes I do, like, hypotheticals, like if you were an actor and I was writing an episode of something. That was one tip that not someone gave me, but that the internet gave me, is that so that it doesn't think it's talking about a real situation. You're like, I'm just trying to create a realistic scenario. What would this look like? And then the answers open up a bit more. But again, I haven't gotten that deep into it. I'm sure I will at some point. But it is a little scary. It's a little scary to me, to a certain degree. Well, guys, stay safe, both in the world and in your mind. I hope you guys have a good one. I will see you next week. We're going to find this thingy, and I'm going to research the great houses in the interim. Try not to get too deep. Try not to see any spoilers or anything, but just try to get some surface level research, and then we will pick one and pursue getting a fancy house and stuff, because that will make you happy. More stuff. I clearly don't have enough yet. I do the same thing when I ask about birth and marriage rates, etc. Yep. I'll stop talking crazy. Have a great... Oh, yeah. Well, just... Oh, yeah, it's totally crazy, YouTube. We're just talking in hypotheticals. We're just acting out a scene from a play. We don't have our own thoughts. Please don't think that. I know you'll shut us down. Well, keep your own thoughts safe, and we will share them, the hypothetical thoughts, again in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Oh, wait, no. Sheila got me on this last time. I didn't do the roll call, and I'm not going to be caught again. I told her I would remember. Dude, we had amazing lurkers. We love you guys. You're awesome. Lurkers on Twitch, lurkers on YouTube. We love you. In chat, we had Kieran Crumlish, Phoenix, Salt Your Wound, Zachary Ray, Brycicle, Sheila Johnson, Mr. Ann Derpson, and first in chat was David Riker Jr. and Rieker. And I hope I mentioned this in the last one, but I wanted to shout out specifically Periapsis, who gave us a raid on Twitch. I don't know if I went out of my way to shout them out, but I had intended to. So in case I didn't, shout out to you, dude. And to all our friends over at Twitch. I hope you guys have a good one. And now, I will see you in the next one. And have a great weekend.